Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick review of this watch band that I have for the Ultra by Arcon. It's called the Hybrid One band. So this watch band is built for the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's kind of a unique band. If you're looking for a new strap, if you're considering, I think this is a good option to consider. So it's built for the Apple Watch Ultra, but it also fits the 49 millimeter, which is Ultra 1, 2, and 3, and also the 46, 45, and 44 millimeter Apple Watches. I also have the box here because I think it's got a really cool unboxing experience. As you open this box, I have a picture here that says engineered for performance, built for life, and then they have some instructions to install the band. They also have the recommended fit on where on your wrist you should put the watch after you install the strap. So that's pretty cool. And there's also like a card from the founder, like a story of how this band design came about. It basically talks about he was frustrated with all these Apple Watch bands that were claiming to be premium, but then they had a kind of a loose connector here that didn't fit the watch right, or it had like a cheap rubber material that cheapened the Apple Watch look. So if you think about it, the Ultra is like what, $800-900, and you want to put something on the watch that's kind of worthy of the watch. So you don't want to cheapen the watch with a cheap strap. So that's kind of what it talks about. And then they went out and designed this band, which I think is amazing. I also have this light blue color here, which I'm going to talk about later because I love this color. I think it looks absolutely amazing. So let me show you some close-ups. Take this watch band off. So first thing, I think this band really, let me open this up, matches the design of the watch. I think they did a good job with like kind of a unique geometry. This color is really neat. I don't think you can find this color anywhere else. They also have some text here, which I'm not going to say what they are. If you get the band, you get to see what it says. It really fits the watch really good. So let me take this off and just show you the blue one. I think this blue one is absolutely amazing. So let me just take this off and just pull them out here, and then you can open it like this. Yeah, I think this is really nice. So let me just install it into the watch. So one of the things you will notice is how amazing this fits. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is just an absolutely perfect fit. And then this one, yeah, it fits perfectly into the watch. There's no looseness, there's no rattle. I think they talked on their website about how they had to make a new tool to make sure this is a perfect fit for the connector into the Apple Watch. Another thing you will notice is, so this hardware is such a close match with the Apple Watch Ultra Black. It's almost exactly the same color. It's got this matte finish that's basically, it almost melts into the watch. That's how close they are, because I do have a lot of straps here. Let me grab one of them that have buckles, for example. Let's say this one. So this one has like a shiny finish that really doesn't match the premium finish of this matte Ultra case. So another advantage, like I said, is just the fit with the Apple Watch Ultra. And here I have the Rocky Point, just for comparison. And don't get me wrong, Rocky Point is a great band, and I think Nomad is a wonderful legitimate brand. But I think this band, they didn't do a good job with this connector. That's just kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it's just very loose in there, you know. Whereas this one is solid. There's no gaps. It's very flush. I can't move this around, but I can just move this around. But this one is solid in there. So that's one of the things that I think is an advantage of this band compared to the Rocky Point by Nomad. So the Arcon one also, I feel like is less bulky. You can see here comparing the thicknesses. This one is a lot more thicker and bulkier. I think it's just like kind of an oversized watch band, whereas this one is kind of a regular size. And I think, honestly, I think this matches the Ultra better. Whereas this is, if you have a lot of like normal bands and if you want something that's bulkier, I think this works well if you're okay with this connector looseness here. So another thing I noticed is that this strap, the Arcon strap, has a kind of a softer material. You can't feel it here, but it's very like flexible, whereas this is more rigid. It's just thicker and more rigid, and this one has like a kind of a soft feeling, almost like a silky smooth buttery feeling FKM material. They're both the same material, but I think this material feels a lot better. And if you go into their site, you will see the reviews of the customers talking about how comfortable it is on the wrist. So let me put this blue one now on my wrist so you guys can see how it looks like. Okay, so pretty easy to put on and off, and you just adjust it the way you want, and boom, you can just, it just falls into place. And then it's got two loops. They're both removable. I like to keep both of them on. This one is fixed. You can see that it has two kind of stopper things that keeps it in there, and this one is movable. I like to keep it at the end of the band, but I just think this looks really good. This always comes up at the wrong time, but I think, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it looks really good on my wrist, so I love this band. And this one is $65, whereas the Rocky Point is, I think, $79. So with this one is more affordable, but also you get a better fit, you get a more comfortable feeling, and yeah, I think it's a very, very reasonably priced band for what it is. And if you guys want to check them out, I will put a link into the description. And if you end up buying this or trying it out, come back here, leave a comment, and let me know, and let other people who are interested know what your thoughts are. Thank you, guys.